Who didn't play with Legos when they were a kid?
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we're living our dream. Everything is better when we stick together. Side by side, you and I gonna win forever. Let's party forever.
Hi, I'm the Kid Reviewer, and today I'm going to be talking about the Lego Movie. So, the Lego Movie is a kids' movie, a comedy, that came out about a month ago. And everyone was like, oh, it's great. And that's exactly what I got from Frozen, for Frozen. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's great. I was like, okay, I went in, and you remember that last video. But also, people were like, it's funny. And so I was like, okay, I'll be the judge of that. And so I went to see it at the mall yesterday, which is a Saturday. And by God, I hate the mall because it's always crowded and everything there is overpriced. So that takes out of it. But I went in with high hopes. It's like, okay, everyone's saying this is good. And I really hoped at the bottom of my heart that what happened with Frozen would not happen with this. And thank God. Because this movie is a pretty good comedy. It has good jokes. It's really well done when it comes to the CGI. And the acting with Bill Arnett playing the main character and Morgan Freeman and Liam Neeson as like supporting characters was really good. But what made it stand out from a lot of other kids movies was the fact that, like, oh god, I can't say it. I really can't say it because, like, there's a spoiler. And I'm not going to give it away because I want you to come. But I'm just saying the ending, is really good. It's creative and you, like, don't see it coming. And then there's Will Ferrell as the villain who does, obviously, a good job and he's funny. But one of the best parts of the movie is, they integrate the real world into the Lego world, kind of. So you have, like, he has these relics that he got, right? But these relics are just these things from the human world, like an X-Acto knife, which is used to clean off, the X-Acto knife is used to clean off stuff from a minifigure. You can cut off crazy glue, or just super glue. And then he has stuff like a battery. And then he has stuff like the Kraggle, which I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's brilliant. It's brilliant what they did. And so there's this one song in it that you heard earlier. Everything is awesome. It's when you work in a team. That's exactly that. That made me laugh so much because of the fact that, like, the last kids movie I saw was Frozen, and every single song was exactly like that. It was just really, catchy song. Everything is catchy and good and great. And then there's another song, and then the other song. There are two types of songs in Frozen. I know I'm getting into Frozen, but just let me. There are two types of songs in Frozen. That song, and the song in the ballad of from the heart. I feel one with nature. Cold never bothered me anyway. Going Christopher Walken there for a second really badly. But yeah, back to the movie that I was originally talking about. I'm sorry, Frozen just annoys me. But the thing that I would say about this movie in a bad light, because don't get me wrong, it's a great kids movie. But the thing is, it's the people who are probably watching this would either be adults, family members, or friends who know what I do. And for adults, if you played with Lego, like my dad was there, and there's one minifigure that was like, oh, I can build a spaceship, and there's a really good scene at the end that made me laugh a lot. That he built a spaceship after not being able to build a spaceship for like a long time. But he had that. My dad had that set. My dad had the spaceship set, so that was nostalgic for him. If any of the adults who are watching, if you are watching, if you had those Lego sets, I tell you, please go. Please watch this movie. But for the kids who would be watching, unless you're okay with cheesiness, then you might not want to go to this movie. Because it's done for a younger audience. I mean, this was not my audience. This was, well, one second. I was not meant for this. This movie was not meant for me. This movie was meant for 5 to 10 year olds, pretty much, because they'd have like that's a TV show similar to I'd buy that for $1. Speaking of RoboCop, who wants to see the RoboCop remake? No one. But yeah, something reminiscent of that is the Honey, Where Is My Pants, which is this like sitcom that like everyone has to watch in this very I can't, again, there are a lot of things I can't say, but yeah, it's I'm just gonna say it's really good and you should watch it. So yeah. Bye.
Oh, he's bad. The man is out of sight. He's a tough son of a gun, y'all. The man's name is Dolomite. Hey, I heard of his coming even before his time. And I ain't lying. Listen, on the day that he was born, his pappy wore a sign saying Dolomite is here, and this bad little brother is mine. Hey, hey, hey.
Yeehaw! I'm Buck and Bill Brindley, and I'm gonna be taking a fuck me.